This is a meditation practice to safely explore anger while you're in pain. Anger really gives us a sense of power when we're not in control. It can energize us to take action, for example, to speak up. However, anger can also distract us from other feelings that lie behind the anger, such as fear, hate, grief, and hopelessness. Anger is often a very hard emotion to feel when we're in pain. Maybe we had an upbringing where you learned that it's not okay to express anger or to have it at all. To be angry may have been looked down upon as a deep flaw in your character, or perhaps a sense of being bad. So, this meditation practice is really to explore how to feel safe when we're having symptoms of pain and also feeling a lot of anger in the body. So, I invite you to find a comfortable posture that works best for you. Maybe sitting in a chair or a cushion or a couch. And just take a couple of breaths, just really connect into your body. Just breathing in through the nostrils and exhaling through the mouth. Allowing for that exhale to be just a little bit longer than the inhale. And as we take a moment to connect with the ground under your feet, if you're sitting in a chair or whatever surface your body is resting on, just allow for this moment to just feel that connection with the earth. Let yourself feel the support of the ground. You can also find that connection with feeling the breath. The breath can be an anchor to help you through these challenging moments. And ask yourself, how is the body feeling right now? Just gently looking inward to the landscape of the body. Just really noticing if the body feels tense, pressure, tired, fatigued, maybe achy or restless. Or you may have multiple other feelings and sensations that are here that are also being noticed. As best you can, allow whatever is already here to just be here just as it is. Not wanting to change anything, not wanting to get rid of anything, just really this gentle allowing to be with our uncomfortableness just as it is. With this kind attention and awareness, we can hold our suffering, this anger that's here. Perhaps somebody wronged you. Somebody made you feel little. Somebody made you sad. Or sometimes we're just really angry at the pain. Just taking a gentle breath. Can you allow openness and even curiosity as we explore this topic of anger? Maybe you feel anger at this moment, or perhaps you remember an instance where you felt anger. And really ask yourself, how do you know you're angry? What is it within you that tells you there's anger? How do you notice it in your body? Where do you feel it in the body? Perhaps anger is noticeable in the chest, the abdomen, or the pelvic floor area. And as you bring this gentle awareness to these sensations of anger, can you become aware of the anger instead of being angry? Allowing some space between you and the anger is part of noticing how the energy of anger may be in the background. Maybe you can name it for yourself and perhaps say, this is what anger feels like in the body. There's a lot of anger right now in me. And sometimes this feeling of anger in me feels dangerous. So when we're in pain, there's this danger signal. And sometimes our brain really amplifies the sensations of pain. And when we feel anger, this even amplifies those sensations and the emotions even more. And we feel very unsafe in our body when we feel anger and pain. Just noticing how that feels at this moment. Just breathe in and allow for the exhale to just be longer than the in-breath, giving yourself space as much as possible. And imagine yourself as you're sitting here during this meditation practice, that there's a gentle white light helping you scan the sensations of discomfort and this emotion of anger and pain. And this gentle white light is scanning areas where it feels neutral in the body, where it feels pleasant in the body, and where it feels unpleasant. Just allow this gentle white light to just be here, helping you scan these sensations and these emotions just as they are. And if the sensations of pain have become very difficult and challenging, see if you can place your attention on the breath, or the attention in this guiding white light that's here, that's helping you scan this sensation in a more gentle, soft, an effortless way. Sometimes it helps if we toggle back and forth between the sensation of anger, the feeling of pain, and perhaps the breath. Just allowing your attention to be placed in an area of the body that feels neutral or pleasant is one of the ways that we can reduce the discomfort of pain. Just breathing in and relaxing with the exhale. If you notice that there's some thoughts or a narrative, a story, just gently and firmly turn your attention back to the feeling of anger and just allow the thoughts to just come and go. Sometimes we get caught up in the story and we gently just leave our mind and our body and we're just caught up in that story. But in this practice, we are retraining ourselves to be present for this uncomfortable emotion, to be as present as we can, just noticing it in a very gentle and effortless way. And our mind naturally wants to just keep reminding us of this pain story, how anger feels, and perhaps feeling like you're right and that the other person is wrong. And as we notice here, what happens to anger as you stay with the thoughts and maybe the urge for it to go away? Or perhaps you don't feel anger anymore and you just have the sensation of pain now. Most of the times, anger is released when we focus on the body or when we focus on our breath because we're present. And if we allow the thoughts to just come and go and let go of this narrative, then we can gently come back to the present moment. See what has changed. Perhaps you're no longer angry, but you're still in pain. Or perhaps you still have this energy of anger, and that's okay too. Noticing how this danger signal of pain can really create even more of an intense emotion when we have discomfort in our body, when we feel unsafe, when we feel like we have no control or no power over these symptoms. It can be aggravating and there could be a lot of anger. even just noticing that we have no control over these symptoms. And perhaps there are other emotions that are here also. And we can acknowledge those emotions too. So this gentle exploration of anger while you're in pain is a very simple way of just being with our suffering and just noticing these sensations, noticing these thoughts, noticing these emotions that can really give us a sense of unpleasantness is really a gentle way of caring for ourselves, because now we can allow for our emotions to be expressed just as they are without having to change them, without having to judge them, without having to do anything other than just being this kind awareness of the sensations and these emotions. And you can gently open your eyes and really get acclimated with your surroundings as we finish this practice. Taking one last gentle breath, one last cleansing breath. Thank you for staying with me during this practice.